welcome to the Black Mind Games podcast, episode 294. This week joining me is Allan.
Hello.
Also joining me this week is a man who called me a pussy. Very, very offended by that, Josh. I can't believe you called me a pussy.
Well,
when all I did was
you handed me a piece of paper with a doctor's note on it and a shotgun saying it's doctor's saying that a doctor ordered it. I'm like, I'm not sure about the validity of this paper saying it's from a doctor to shoot you with a gun.
To be fair, it was a COVID-19 test.
And
if we're going by what people said, they said that this was the worst, most debilitating disease ever on the planet.
I mean, that's pretty bad.
I mean, they said that literally I was going to be coughing up blood out of my lungs. So you know what? I thought that you were going to be a good friend, and then all we ended up doing was yelling and screaming at each other, and you ended up calling me a pussy. Yes.
I mean, I would share that stupid video of the Filthy Frank just going up to H3 Productions and it's like, I have the gun, I have this doctor's note, just do it. Like,
just do it, end it.
Just do it, end it. And of course he's like, what the hell is this? Trying to refute it and just yelling at each other.
The doctor ordered it.
Sure.
So this week, my week was shitty. I'm Jeff, by the way. My week is shitty because I have COVID-19.
Oh, boy.
Or let me rephrase that. I don't have COVID-19. I have COVID-19's UK sister, English sister.
Oh.
So she has like fucked up teeth and shit. But Corona Chan's like knocking me actively. It's really funny. I might have Papa Nurgle's daughter inside of me. So there's that. Yeah. Alan's probably facepalming right now.
No.
Okay. But yeah, no, I have COVID-19. It's great. It's like a cold. You ever had a cold? It's like a really bad cold. But it's really funny because like you realize something when you have it. You're like, huh, this isn't as bad as the media makes it out to be.
I mean, unless you get the bad reaction.
Yeah.
Most like you gotta realize
like,
it's
a 3% fatality rate, right?
It's not even that. Like apparently, like even getting symptoms is very rare.
Yeah.
Like,
but yeah, no, it's fucking weird. It's a virus that you respect. That's all I'm gonna say.
I know that. I know my dad actually got the first shot.
Yeah. Get the vaccine.
Yeah.
I'm like immune from it for like 3 months. So I can't have a vaccine for 3 months. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to be also like, if I get the test, I'm also going to be positive for like 3 months. Mm-hmm. So like if they shove the Q-tip up my nose, it's going to be like come back positive, and they're going to be like, are you positive? And I'm going to be like, yes, I was positive. Positive 3 months ago. But yeah, no, that I'm COVID-19 positive. As such, this week I've mostly been playing a lot of Halo and Doom and RimWorld and programming and editing the show and wanting to go outside
and not being able to.
And I can go outside and sit on my deck but I can't.
You don't really want to do that right now because
dog.
we got fucking rain and snow today.
Yeah, we got fucking hammered for some reason. But we can talk about other things. I don't think Allan did anything this week.
I did essay stuff and work.
Man, aren't you like almost done school?
No. Still got another couple weeks to go.
How? You have a couple weeks to go? Yep. So you're not finishing until May?
No.
Oh, that sucks.
I'm finishing around the 22nd, 23rd,
Hmm.
somewhere around there.
Also, Allan refused to buy me Red Bull and Monster.
Yeah. Why would I waste money for you?
Because you're a
Because-
friend.
He gets nothing in return.
He was like,
Yeah,
no.
no.
He was like, I will buy you a Gundam kit, and I'm like, I'm buying you Red Bull. At most, that's gonna be $10.
I did say, well, hold on. I didn't specify if it was a high grade or not.
No, well, if no, you don't understand. It's gonna be a high grade if I'm getting a fucking Gundam.
Yeah.
So you just
Yeah.
buy him three to four cases, and then you get your high grade.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, no, you buy me 3 to 4 cases, and for driving you get a high grade. For showing up at my house and putting it on the step, which is outside of my house.
I'm not doing that.
You get a Red Bull.
Regardless.
I know, because you're a terrible person.
No, I just don't want to get fucking sick. And on top of that, I don't really want to drive.
How are you gonna get sick if there's a door between me and you?
No.
You just place it on the deck and run away.
Yeah.
You literally just drop it as fast as you can, like a freaking Amazon delivery driver.
You mean like going out? You mean like going out to the store, picking up the case, the multiple cases from a store that might not be sanitized or safe?
True.
Yeah.
I mean, but is that really my fault?
Yes, because you're the one who's wanting me to go out and get the fucking Red Bull again. And as I explained to him, you can just order the Red Bull online.
Order the Red Bull online. That's true. You did say that, and then I got my aunt to pick up Red Bull for me because my aunt's a decent person who cares about those in need.
I care about those in need. I'm just not gonna fucking drive my car up
No,
there.
you're not. You're not gonna be like that guy. But yeah, no. I almost messaged Josh for Red Bull. I was almost like, I was that desperate, and then my aunt was like, "I'll buy you Red Bull." I'm like,
Oh my god, that ant.
So, I played RimWorld this week. It's good. People should play RimWorld. I also played a lot of Shell Shock today. It's fun. Do you like tanks? Good. Then you'll like this. If you don't like this, then if you don't like Shell Shock, then you're an asshole. I said it.
I mean, I remember playing Shell Shock for a bit, and it was pretty cool.
That was interesting.
You should play Shell Shock with us, me and my buds.
Maybe.
I'm good.
It was fine, but it was just that, I don't know. It just feels like all you're doing is playing a game of what's
Tanks?
it called? It's tanks, but you're shooting projectiles in an arc at each other in turns. Yeah. There's a name for it. I forget the name of the game, but
Shell Shock. It's tanks.
Yeah. But it's like I don't know. I guess I kind of wanted more if I'm gonna play like a game out of that type of thing. I guess because I like it's fine. It's good a way is, but I just get like no way to want to go back to it really.
That makes sense. But yeah, like I enjoyed it. It's like a fun, simple little game, and I just enjoy playing it with friends. It's really fun and simple.
Oh. I also enjoy. Excuse me. Also enjoy been playing more Grand Theft Auto Online.
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing.
I don't know. It's fun.
It's just like chaos incarnate.
A little bit. It's actually kind of.
Yeah.
I think the reason why I keep going back on because it's just so random whenever anything happens. Because it's more of I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna try to go get the online collectibles because there's actually collectibles in the online, I go run around and try to get the collectibles, and sometimes I would run into another player that either tried to fucks my shit up, or he's also trying to find the collectibles. So it's either kind of a stare down between the two, of him and me going, are you gonna shoot, or are you finding a collectible? I don't know.
I just don't actually, no, I shouldn't say that. I understand what GTA's appeal is. I just am like to the point now where it's like, it's so old where it's like I would rather have any other game.
Oh yeah.
It's like it's to the point where like would rather play Cyberpunk 2077 in multiplayer.
How is that multiplayer?
Doesn't exist.
Ah.
But could you imagine Cyberpunk 2077 with like GTA multiplayer?
That would be interesting. Although, although I'm pretty sure the structure of that online would just probably fall apart real hard.
Mm-hmm.
Like I could just see people just being like, "Guys, you can no clip out of this wall, and you can just shoot on the other side of the wall."
Oh yeah.
Bullets don't only stop one way, because that's how game walls work.
Mm-hmm.
Yup.
Yeah.
Yep. There's not much to talk about this week. There really isn't.
No, there's a little bit to talk about.
Really?
Oh, I actually got one thing that was interesting, or at least a trivia fact of you ever heard of the game was it Homefront Revolution?
Yeah.
It was that
North Korea invades America.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently there was an Easter egg that was known in the game where you can play Time Splitters 2. But you have to kind of get into the game a little bit in order to get to this arcade machine. And you get into the arcade machine and you boot up basically Time Splitters 2 in 4K, which is amazing. You boot up the game and you can actually play through 2 levels just the way it is, but you need further cheat codes in order to activate all the features it has in this extra game it has. And people have not figured out what the hell the cheat codes are until like a few days ago, where there was a Twitter post talking about, hey, what's the cool Easter eggs you put in your video games? And then the guy who put that in there literally went on that same post and went, oh, I put in this Easter egg and fuck me, I can't find my code book where I've written down the code. So I gave it to a friend and that disappeared. And like people immediately went back to freaking trying to fish for the codes, trying to unlock all the levels and stuff. And apparently it's a success. They got all the codes and the full game is now unlocked entirely. You can play a better game within a shittier game.
What game is this?
What was it, Homefront Revolution?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, you can play a better game in a shittier game.
You can play a better game in Homefront Revolution, a game that I forgot existed.
Yep. The only reason I remembered that game at all because of the freaking intro was like jarring as well, it's not jarring, it's more of shock value if anything. And it's just like, oh,
Homefront is a franchise that should not exist.
It can exist, just that, man, all it had was shock value and that was it. Like, I get the idea and I get like, fictional story you want to tell, but it's like, no. You're just you're painting people as monsters, sure, but it's like feels like I'm playing some weird fiction that some military writer written up and it's a good idea. John Clancy type of thing. But way worse.
Oh yeah. Well, I thought the original Homefront was like a game where they actually wanted to like use it. Like that was supposed to be like THQ's franchise, I thought, right?
I can't remember. But yeah, like learning about that. I'm sure people now are just passing save codes around and going, okay, this is, you load here, you run to the machine here, you play the better game. you just play that right there.
Yes. Makes sense.
You You load the save. You load up the save file here. You go to the machine here, and you play that better game entirely.
Okay.
Actually,
makes sense.
Another funny trivia thing about the unlock, that game also has online, which is it's fucking nuts. Yeah, it has online. It's really convoluted, but it has it. It's so fucking weird.
Okay, that makes sense.
Like, apparently both players has to activate the cheat, and then I think their little window shows up saying you can play online, but even then, like, it's the server base, so no idea if that's gonna work.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. So what have I been? Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, well, that was a cool trivia thing I learned this week.
That's good. Yeah. Okay. I got some actual good, interesting things. So I actually did watch some things. I because I was sick and I couldn't play video games and I was really like depressed. I instead watched Final Space, and I also watched the Dota 2 anime, Dragon's Blood, and holy shit, Final Space is really fucking good.
Okay.
It's really good. It's really good Americanized animation. It's a comedy, so they do very tragic things, and then it's very like serious. It's kind of like Rick and Morty, but less cringe. And it is a very well designed show. Allan won't like it because there's time times shit.
No, I don't. It's not that I don't like time fuckery shit. It's just that a lot of time fucker shit done in like media is done horribly, horribly wrong, to the point where like.
So like.
Wait, is this the guy who wakes up? Is this the show that like the guy's sleeping on a space station that's his prison?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, I've been recommended this one.
Okay, so I would say the first episode's a bad episode to start off on, but it's a very good show. And then once you get to season 2, you kind of begin to realize like, oh, this show's amazingly good and interesting. There's a lot of little things inside of it that it does well. And it's very good to watch when you're just kind of like watching or playing something else and doing something else. If that makes sense. Yeah. I also watched the Dota 2 anime, and as a guy who is not a fan of Dota 2, it is good. It is decent. It's very well done. Everything about it is, Avatar? It's like Avatar, but very dark, very, very dark overall. There's people who do bad things. The titular character, the Dragon Knight, literally changes into a dragon like 4 times. But it's something where, like, if you know who Dragon Knight is, you kind of are like, oh, this is Dragon Knight. Oh, that's Dragon Knight. Oh, that's cool. You also have, like, Windrunner. And you're like, oh, that's Windrunner. Oh, that's cool. So it's very well done. And I actually kind of enjoy it. And I look forward to it. Basically, though, the plot of that one is a wizard decides to fuck up a bunch of the mortal world, makes a pact with the demon, and fun things happen. And you follow a ragtag group of adventurers who have a dragon inside of them. And that dragon's a problem. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I would recommend both of those shows. I would say Final Space is if you like space operas, you'll like Final Space. Because there's things where they'll like make a joke, something serious will happen, and then they'll make a joke, and it'll be like what you're kind of watching is like very well done comedy. If that makes sense.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I hope it's just not Family Guy in space.
No,
it's not Family Guy in space.
Even by looking at like the trailer and stuff like that, you can absolutely tell that it's not Family Guy in space.
All right, listen to me, you knife-eared piece of shit. If you go any further with your piss-stained pubic hair you call a wig, I'm gonna wreck your shit so hard that you won't even be able to walk with your limp dick. I'm gonna shove my foot so far up your shaving bardic little ass that your breath is gonna smell like shoe polish. Then I'm gonna take that little red anal bead on your belt and push it in your face. I'm gonna flagellate you with my fucking beard. I'm gonna build you a pair of runic mechanical balls and use surgical precision to solder them to your groin. Where your manhood ought to be just so that I can kick them with my iron fucking feet, you twat.
So we were talking about Final Space, and then my recording stopped. Something happened to my computer. I don't understand what happened.
You might be out of space.
But my record. I have 60 gigs free.
Like I said, I don't know.
So, probably NVIDIA's drivers being weird, but yeah, no. If you like dungeons or if you like Family Guy, you will not like Final Space, because this is not a Seth MacFarlane show. It doesn't beat you over the head with the comedy.
You mean?
And
no, if Seth MacFarlane doesn't even have comedy, it's just fucking references to make comedy.
Yeah.
Although, he has another show, The Orville. It's supposed to be better.
The Orville is a pretty good show.
Yeah. Which is like, it's interesting. I think he just found some formula with Family Guy, and he's like, well, I get paid, so do the formula.
Yeah. The problem with Family Guy is, like, Family Guy will sit there and it will be like, here's a joke, and you're like, that's not very funny. And then it will be like, here's another joke, and that's not very funny. And then it's just like you end up watching clips on YouTube and you're like, this is the funny part.
Yeah.
But everything's done to serve a plot that isn't really funny.
Oh, it says
the funny shit.
Oh, you got to realize, Family Guy is a bunch of little comedy bits that are strung together with a slice of life in between, being Peter and his family. Yeah. Whereas all the references, they can be funny, they're not. And you know who does it better? Robot Chicken, who just cuts out the Family Guy parts and just does little fucking quick snippet bits.
Yeah. No, you're 100% right when you say that.
Oh. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what else talk about.
Well, we could talk about Intel's anti-harassment robot.
Wait, is it Intel's or was it Twitch the one I saw?
Intel and anti-harassment robot. Twitch has other problems. Twitch has a lot of problems.
Right. Yeah. No. Okay. It is the. Yeah. No. Okay. I remember now. Yeah. This is the one I've seen. Yeah. No. Fuck Intel. It's fucking retarded.
Okay. Why would you make, if you're a struggling company who's getting destroyed in CPU products, and your sole job is to make compelling CPUs, and your latest CPU is so bad that all of the reviewers are recommending not to buy your current gen CPU, but instead the last gen CPU that has less features, so it doesn't have PCI 4.0, and has 2 additional cores, because you made room for an AVX 512 workload that Linus Torvald calls a power virus. Why would you then spend the time to make an anti-harassment robot? And if I'm the media and I'm seeing this shit, I'm not making a comment about or a headline that goes, Intel's dystopian anti-harassment AI lets users opt in for some racism.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, why would you even complain about it? This is exactly what you fucking want. This is exactly what they want. And I'm not trying to be like me when I sit there and say this, but you know what? Like maybe some of us don't really care when we sit there and are playing a game with people because we realize that there's a fucking mute function and we don't really need a robot in order to tell us that, hey, this guy's an asshole. I don't want to listen to these people.
Or just
like, holy fucking shit.
Just mass mute everyone.
Yeah. People are dipshits online. Why do you need to have a robot to sit there and block out most content?
Because people are lazy and bad. Whatever. It's the reason why. Again, it's the main reason why I'm ignoring it and just not listening to it.
It pisses me off to no extent of the law because I realize now that like Intel will never get their head out of their ass, even though Pat Gelsinger will probably be a good CEO in the long run. But he will hold no candle to Lisa Su because the ship Pat Gelsinger is actually sailing is falling apart at the seams. And that's what pisses me off is like Intel could make good products again, but they're not going to. Not when shit like this is being made. Like, you're a CPU company. You're a hardware company. You're a fab company. And this is the shit that you're pulling off? Like, what the fuck?
Are you spending resources on?
Why are you spending resources on this?
Exactly. It's like you could.
It just doesn't make sense.
Could have your own version of a audio blocking tool for streamers like there is already. Or could have made a better, I don't know, UI thing for people, for handicapped people, so they can play games better. Or
that's something that Microsoft actually does.
Yeah, like there's like other examples of
Microsoft deserves all of the.
Yeah, like Microsoft's like keyboard tool. It's not even keyboard. It's like a giant controller.
Adaptive controls.
Yes.
Microsoft deserves nothing but respect for that because Microsoft is saying, they're saying, hey, we're lowering the entry bar to playing games. Intel has actively raised the entry bar to playing games.
Yeah.
And they've actively made PC gaming worse in like the past couple of years. Like, they literally did not increase performance between 4th gen and 6th gen CPUs at all. And like, they did nothing to solve some of the growing problems that were happening in PC gaming, such as stifling of performance, stifling of innovation, because they were ahead. No, it took AMD actually shipping a goddamn product that was worth something. So, no, I'm a little bit peeved because it's like this company that I respect immensely is doing the exact opposite of what they should be doing. And they're making it very hard to recommend their stuff, again, because the guy who, like, I like the guy who makes the company, but I just don't understand what the hell the point of this is. What is the problem that this solves? Like, actually, like a legitimate question. What is the problem that this solves? That going in and turning off mute or turning off voice communications or voice chat, like that's the first thing I do in most games. I don't want to listen to some guy recite the fucking Confederate, or not the Confederate, the Declaration of Independence. and another thing, most of the time when it's the people who are sitting there bitching about this, most of the time they're the ones who are fucking racist and they're the ones who are being assholes. And if it's not them, it's their kids. Which really says something. Other news story, we have people being upset about This Land Is My Land.
Yeah, but that's more them trying to skeeve their way into fucking work for the company. Quite literally, they're like, no, you should hire us to fucking fix your game. And they're like, no, go fuck yourselves. Piss the fuck off. And because of them trying to fucking shame this company and this company actually like having a backbone, a bunch of people bought their game.
Yeah, I almost bought the game.
I haven't been able to buy anything, but I'm kind of like, I'm gonna look into it and see how it looks first before I buy it. But hey, I'm actually really happy that it happened.
They made money.
They made a bunch of money, and I get a bit of a laugh out of it because yeah.
Because it's stupid. Because the people who sit there and think that their opinions actually matter something on the internet are actually retarded. Just saying.
Pretty much.
Or
yep.
Or 14. Sometimes.
I mean, no, because you and me actually like went to school with people like that, Josh, and I can tell you, some of them have their heads a little bit full of clouds or helium. They think their opinions matter a little bit more than somebody else's, and they don't understand that like you can be a decent person and not be an asshole. They just think that, you know, it's okay to be an asshole if I am doing the right thing, and it's not. It's really not.
Who knows at this point? But hey.
Yeah. We could talk about Epic Game Store.
What happened at the Epic Game Store this week?
Epic Game Store lost $181 million and $273 million on EGS in 2019 and 2020, respectively. This comes from DSO Gaming.
Oh, so
which
it's tanking their company, like everybody predicted.
A new court filing has revealed some interesting new details about Epic Games and Epic Game Stores. According to the filing, Epic has lost $181 million and $273 million on EGS in 2019 and 2020, respectively. Basically means the Epic Games Store has not been profitable for these past 2 years. Epic expects its store to turn a profit in 2023. This, though, sounds like an optimistic scenario. Furthermore, Epic's exclusives are not profitable for the company. Additionally, EGS has more than 16 million registered users and more than 56 million monthly active users. Lastly, 12% of distribution amount charged by Epic's is sufficient to covering the operating cost of EGS. It will be interesting to see whether EGS will become profitable in 2023. It will also be interesting to see whether or not Epic will keep signing up exclusive deals in order to further increase their market share. No, Allan, I think you're right when you said that it's tanking their company.
Yeah, well, we've known this for a while.
Yeah, it's almost as if if Epic bit their kind of tongue and actually fucking put their games on Steam, maybe they wouldn't be in this mess, but that's just me. I also think that Epic Games tends to be a bunch of assholes who snobby assholes who think they're entitled to using a platform, and then they use something that's worse because somebody told them to use something that's worse. That's just my opinion, though. I don't know, Josh, you're kind of like the guy who uses like all these weird launchers and shit.
I have a tendency to use a weird launcher or two, but yeah, I feel like Epic's was the worst. And I if I remember correctly, I think I was listening to a podcast about it, of like them going through different launchers and how shit some of them are, and how Epic Games is probably just as bad as Ubisoft's launcher, simply because you're trying to either buy something from their service or just simply trying to play it, and the service says no. Don't do it. Don't buy it. Don't play it. And you're like, but I want to give you money / play it. And it's like, no, I'm gonna crash as soon as you hit start. And you're like, then how do I play this? And you realize you have to connect the freaking you know how Steam has the ability to you know, if you have a game installed on a computer, you can still boot it up through Steam. So basically you have to reroute the whole fucking thing to go through Steam, and then it will work. Like it's so yeah, it's so fucking stupid.
Is this the Tetris Effect game?
No, it was something else. I can't remember, but it was like, yeah, it was just like you had to like basically get the game, the executable, and then have to go through Steam, and then it should work. And it's like, that's crazy. You have to use another service to make the service work. Like, so bad.
I'm slightly offended by what you're saying.
And to be fair, I think only things I ever used Epic Game Store for was getting their free games, and also playing Fortnite when that was popular.
I mean, no, that's exactly what I used it for. I had some friends use it and support it. I had one decide to argue with me that Epic Game Stores is actually doing capitalism, even though
it's not.
The definition of capitalism pertains that, you know, you would let consumers buy the product where you want it to. You know, almost as if what Epic was trying to do was force a monopoly of their own. I'm just saying, you know, that's just me. I'm just saying things. Yeah, no. I hope to God that Epic closes, and I'm very excited to see them close. There's also a new Hot Wheels game.
No way, Hot Wheels.
Woohoo.
Hot Wheels.
Yeah, we got Hot Wheels Unleashed.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
How unleashed are the Hot Wheels? There's no leash anywhere. They forgot the leash at home.
I don't know. I'm probably going to buy it.
Now I'm just thinking of these little Hot Wheels as like dogs just jumping up and down frantically. They're revving their engines like barking.
I just want a good racing game that's just Mario Kart on PC. That's all I want. But yeah, no, this looks like, kind of interesting.
An for that.
And just play Mario Kart Double Dash.
Yeah,
I could.
Yeah, no,
that
like I've seen people play
work.
it. It looks like it functions pretty well for what it does.
Yeah, but then I have to dump my own ROMs. And that's a pain in the ass. That being said, there's also another piece of news.
Oh.
They're releasing a new Path of Exile.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah.
I'm kind of really hesitant about it right now because
I mean,
I think that's a go ahead.
It's bound to happen. They're just gonna make another one.
Well, no, that's not the problem for me. It's just I don't know where they're gonna go with the game. That's the thing.
I see.
So, like I said, I'd rather see what happens and
make it make it so that it's 3D. You punch blocks, you get resources, and then you can craft things out of said blocks.
Nah.
Then
no. We're not making Minecraft in fucking fantasy.
Not yet.
Not yet. That'd be a good April Fool's joke. Hey guys, we completely redone the game because we heard you guys said it's not like Minecraft, so we made them more like Minecraft. I like to see them just change the skins on the characters and go like, okay, now you start building. That'd be so good.
Yeah. it's just interesting to see kind of like all the changes happening and stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh, I got one more news thing I just remembered.
Oh boy.
PS3 store, PSP store, PS Vita store shutting down officially. Yeah. But one thing is weird. The one thing's weird is that the Vita store is the one that's closing later. But I think the PS3 and the PSP are gonna be ones closing in like July. Like I'm pretty sure it's July. I forget what day exactly, but somewhere in July they're like, "Yep, we're shutting it down." Now they have said that they are like, okay, if you plug it into the internet, you can still get re-downloads on your console and all that junk. And also, what else? You can still re-download things to your console at least, but you cannot buy anything else anymore from that marketplace. And I'm like, it just feels weird nowadays, because if you have a marketplace and you shut down said marketplace, and when people bought things from said marketplace, especially like games, how do people how do people try to keep that shit together and keep it like in one spot and try to like not have it turn into dust in their hands, basically? And that's the problem with like some online stores. Like, if they stop making money and these companies just want to shut it off, it's like, well, you technically, if you do, you look bad. You look real bad. You just look like the bad guys constantly. And if anything, you just feel like it just feels like you should figure out what the cost of the servers are or something, and just be like, hey, you can still buy things on the service, or I don't know. I'm not sure what the good solution is, but it was like, you should probably keep the lights on, because it's like you're a huge company in the first place. Like, you know, because it's more of like preservation of video games at this point, of like, if you shut it off, and it's like, then you're cutting off, like, you know, the ability to buy the PSN titles that are only for the service.
I mean, but the problem with them keeping it on is that is resources that could go towards something else.
True. But then at the same time, it's like, I kind of wish there was a better way for them to like still keep the lights on somehow, but I don't know.
I mean, Sony...
I know they're not Steam.
Well, Sony probably didn't think about it too much when they were setting up. They probably were doing what Microsoft did with the original Xbox, where they were like, oh, well, people aren't going to use this service forever, and it's not going to be always there. Whereas something like PlayStation 2, 4, like, it is going to be there. But they probably had these services, and it probably cost them more money to keep it up and running, when... like, it's cheaper just to shut it off and just say, hey, we're shutting off. The blowback is probably going to be there, but it's not going to be like permanent. Right?
Well, I think it's going to be such a stain on their reputation, because what happens to your PS4 shit if that one time it hits like 10 years, 15 years, 20 years? It like, what happens to the next console? The next, like, is it all going to get turned off? Are you able to re-download anything?
Eventually Microsoft's going to have to turn off Xbox 360 Live.
Eventually, sure, but I would think that if you have to turn off your service entirely, you would have to put some sort of, backup, or like I would say a almost piracy way of letting them just download the shit anyways.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
no,
you're 100% right when you say that.
Yeah, because it's like, it's the only way I can get this. I don't know, what's one game? Echo Chrome. Echo Chrome was a game back then, and fucking that's the only way you can get Echo Chrome is on a PS3 or PS Vita, and they're both gonna get shut down. So it's like, how does one freaking try to get these back again, other than just pirating the motherfucker? Like, it's just a fickle gray area of like, you're killing it off entirely. I have no other option.
Yeah. Well, no, what they're doing, what they're doing is wrong. I'm not saying they're defending it.
Yeah.
What I'm doing is I'm saying they're saying, like, here's the reason why they're doing it. And, like, it sucks, but it's happening.
Yeah. Well, I kind of wish they just said it in the first place of, like, yeah, we're shutting it off because of these reasons. That PlayStation just didn't say that. It just said we're shutting it off. And it's like, I think Xbox, when they are shutting down some of their shit, they're like, they actually said this is the reasons why.
I mean, Xbox also, like, at least gives a couple months ahead of time being like, yeah, no, we're shutting off in X amount of time. Get ready for the shutdown. Bye, boys.
Pretty much.
I mean, that's what's happened with Xbox, with Halo 3 in a couple months, by, like, December 14th, I think, this year. The Xbox 360 servers for that go down, finally. So,
man, I should try to... Do I still have my 360? I think
I still have my 360.
My 360, I think it got traded in because my brother traded it in on me, and I'm like, Jeff, why did you do this?
Well, that's a fight. I mean, goddamn, Jeff. I mean,
my brother Jeff.
I mean, I totally did not switch. I totally did not trade in Josh's 360.
No, I'm talking about my brother, which happened to be Jeff.
This is completely confusing, listener. But yes, I totally did stole Josh's 360. It was very funny.
Now I find it hilarious. But yeah, like, just a fucking fickle situation. I hate it.
Yeah. No, like, it makes sense that you would hate it. I mean, a lot of people, I think, are hating it. I don't understand why people are upset, though. Because it's like, how often do you turn on the PlayStation 3?
I mean, I think I still have... Let's see. I can look across the room and see what I have, but at the same time...
You're going to play...
Yeah.
4... if not 5 more than 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you're just gonna play 4 more, and 4 is not backwards compatible with 3 because Sony at the time when they made it were complete and total shitters, and they were like, we're gonna make an architecture called the Cell processor, and don't you like the Cell? How do you like the Cell processor?
Okay.
This is on the Cell. So, yeah.
I don't think we have anything else to talk about this week.
Well, we could talk about the auto-converting Optimus Prime.
No. No.
It's going to be 5 seconds.
Oh, this is the Japanese... These are the Japanese robots.
Yeah.
Like, straight up. These are the wrestling ones I keep seeing on YouTube videos. Except this one's a toy that you can buy for $700.
It's $700 that you will buy. Allan will buy it.
I bet it'll be cheaper if you just got the Japanese one.
Right?
Yeah. Like, I bet that would probably cost you like half.
Thank you for listening to Black Man Games Podcast, episode 294. We're gonna let Allan go because Allan's tired. But
Allan's probably dead. No, he's not dead.
I just watched that. Watched that video and I couldn't care less.
What video?
The fucking Optimus Prime thing.
7 minutes long.
No, I glanced at the thing where it transforms, and I'm like, as much as I love Transformers,
it looks.
I couldn't care less.
It's just a
neat. It doesn't look good.
No, that's not the problem. It does actually look really good. It's got it does look really nice. I just don't care.
Right.
If it has an auto blow function, then maybe.
What?
If it was,
auto suck.
Off, then yes.
I need auto suck.
Auto jacked off. Josh, what the fuck? I mean, at least we can all take solace in the fact that there is probably new Gunpla kits coming out soon, and by the time
there you go, problem solved.
By the time that we're done with. By the time we're done, we can all have the Gundams. I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll pick up the Perfect Grade Unleashed. I mean, wouldn't that make you happy, Alan?
Perfect Grade Unleashed.
Yeah, it's like the fucking most ultimate Gundam.
Maybe, I don't know.
It's like $300.
Sure, I don't know. Like you're Perfect Grade.
Here, I'll send it. Unleashed. Hold on, I actually have to get it for you. Because I kind of want it because it's like fucking insanity, but I don't know where I would put it.
How tall is it even?
I also kind of want it. It's like 1/60th.
Yeah, it is. Well, again, that didn't answer the question. How tall is it?
I think it's like 20 inches. No. It might be like a foot tall. Might be a foot. Might be a little bit bigger than a foot. I don't know.
It's 18 centimeters.
Okay, so it's like. Okay. I also kind of want to pick up like a Warhammer model kit.
I'd do that before you do the Perfect Grade.
I mean, this is $300. How much is a Warhammer model?
Depends upon what Warhammer model you want.
I kind of want to get like a knight.
So $188.
Yeah. Okay. That sounds good.
I mean,
Cool.
The knights I've got are, I think.
But like, I want chaos, right? So.
Oh, you can get a Chaos Knight then.
Yeah.
Again, $188.
Because chaos is best faction.
No, they're not. Or you can get a fucking.
Oh no, I kind of want to get like a
Skull
Dark Angel faction.
Skull Taker, I think it's called. Corn, Skull.
Knight Dissenter. I would probably get the Knight Dissenter. And then, but also like I'm also thinking about starting like a Space Marine army and maybe picking up
There you go.
what army? What? Whoa! Did you send me something? Oh yeah, you did. Okay.
Yeah, the Dissenter is the Chaos Knight kit is just one kit that comes with all the two variants of the.
Oh, you're talking about. Yeah, I'm thinking about picking up either like the Khorne Lord of Skulls or the Chaos Dissenter.
Yeah.
And then just kind of building it. But I also kind of want to pick like Grey Knights up. Because I think that would be hilarious.
What the fuck is a Dissenter?
Dissenter.
You mean Desecrator?
It's Desecrator, whatever.
Yeah, that kit's actually two kits in one. You can build either the Dissenter or the Rampager.
Okay. Other question: would you pick up Grey Knights or would you pick up Dark Angels?
Whichever one you feel is good for you, dude. I know which one my buddy would play. I know what my buddies play because they like the look of it. That's what usually starts people. Choose something that you like the look of.
What?
Grey Knights, you can probably get away with like maybe 50 models, maybe 60.
No. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. But like, I'm also like at the same time, I'm like, man, do I want to get back into war? Do I want to get back into wargaming? It's like maybe in a year.
I don't see why not.
Maybe two models right now, and then like we'll stick with
let me put it
Gundams,
this way: if you
cheap.
built a Chaos Knight army, you would literally buy like 6 models, and you'd be done. But they're all $100. They're all like $90 and up.
Yeah.
That's the trade-off.
And then when would I play it?
You'd be literally overpowered.
Answers.
You'd be the most overpowered faction on the table. Well, one of the most overpowered factions on the table. Knights can be really broken.
Knights are broken.
They can be absolutely broken.
Okay, cool. So maybe I'll buy like a Lord of Skulls.
That's Chaos
fun.
Space Marines then.
Yeah. Wait, Lord of Skulls is Chaos Space Marine?
Yes.
Oh.
Lord of Skulls.
Well, I'll still pick it up.
Yeah.
Because it looks cool.
Yeah. And I don't like it.
And
I don't
then
like
I can
its
also
design.
pick up.
I feel it's.
No, he looks derpy as fuck.
No, it's not that. It's just like I don't. It's not my kind of model.
I I don't like the excessive amounts of skulls, but I kind of want it because I think it would be hilarious.
There you go. This is the version I'd want.
Yes, we're sharing each other model kits right now. Okay.
It's literally $1 cheaper.
Hold on. Oh my god, I love it.
You're welcome.
I actually love it. I want it. I legitimately
you
want
get free
it.
shipping with that, by the way, and that would be it's $1 cheaper too, which is even funnier.
That's fucking amazing. I love it. Everything about it, I love it.
And it's super articulated too, so you'd be able to like superpose it and like position the legs how you want.
Oh.
Whereas like a lot of like certain other vehicles, you wouldn't be able to do it that much.
Why is Warhammer so fucking expensive?
Because Forge World and GW don't understand fucking economics.
Pricing?
No, I legit actually like started looking at how they're like I'm starting to look at how they're doing their pricing, and I got told, oh, it's because we're starting to accommodate for the cost of our plastic and how much weight it is, and I was like, there's like, I looked over at like the other model companies that do really good models that use less plastic in a larger area that cost maybe $10 more than their maybe $10 less than their like average tank cost, because Tamiya and Trumpeter and Dragon, which all use injection mold model kits, they're like significantly higher quality, and their plastic is much better quality too, even though it's a little bit more fragile. And I've actually kind of like started to wonder if there isn't something that they're like, I wonder if they're mismanaging their numbers or something like that. But what do I know?
Okay, yeah, okay. Maybe I'll pick up this thing.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay. So, thank you for listening to the Black Mind Games podcast. This was a shorty. We didn't have Rory or Ben on.
We could have probably had Rory, but I didn't want to bother him.
Well, Rory's being Rory. Thank you for listening to us. You can listen to us every Thursday on Black Mind Games, thepodbean.com. You also subscribe to us on your favorite podcasting app of choice. Chris is currently messaging me, and I'm like, I'm probably going to take my dog for a walk. Thank you and for listening, and have a good day. Good night. Bye. Thank you.